Welcome to Tennessee and the Week 15 edition of the Lions franchise. Both of these teams have lost 2 of their last 3 games, and there's Corey Davis, who's going to have another big week if they want to get back in the winning column and eventually into the 1 seed spot again. Tennessee, with losses to Cleveland and Jacksonville, have fallen out of the 1 seed after an 11-0 start. So they're going to need to win against the Lions, who are looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs. They've won the coin toss and deferred. Here we go from Tennessee, and Humphries watches that bounce off the upright and off the fullback. There's Tannehill, the league leader in passing touchdowns. The second-ranked passing offense in the league, and it starts up front with one of the best offensive lines. Then you have Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and Corey Davis. Extremely difficult to stop this offense as they start from the 25, and Corey Davis gets the handoff and gets about 5. Bottom 5 ranked defense for the Lions, and it starts with injuries up front. They have been just decimated. 3 front 7 injuries. As 2nd and 5, the handoff to Henry gets about 3. 3rd and 2 on this opening possession. They need the 35 with 2 tight ends. Tannehill to throw. And open is Firkser, the backup tight end. He's across the 45. It's gain of 13. The game's first down. Lions have struggled on 3rd down defensively. Now at the 47, 2nd and 8 with a 4-man rush. And open is Henry. Henry across midfield, inside the 40, and down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Titans are on the move. Now with the 28, it's a 3rd and 8. Lions have struggled with 3rd and longs especially. Lions with 3-man rush. Tannehill on the move, and Humphries will be well short. The Titans get an opening drive field goal, and here is Blake Bortles, who has struggled a lot in the past few weeks. Despite the still being ranked the 4th ranked offense, they did not score a touchdown against the Packers a week ago. They're going to need to block the front up a lot better if they want a chance of winning. As from the 20, that's where they'll start. The fake to Swift and quickly to Galladay, and Galladay's got about 11. The first down, it's the 8th ranked defense for the Titans. Jadavian Clowney, Jeffrey Simmons, Harold Landry, a great defensive line, and then the secondary, the superstar safety Kevin Byard. But they struggled against the pass this season. They've been great against the run and keeping teams out of the end zone. From the 31, cadet set for the Lions. Bortles to throw, quickly to Jones, and Jones across midfield, still going. He's to the 47. Lions need the 37 to convert a 3rd and 5. Titans with a really light box, and the Lions will run it. It's DeAndre Swift. Swift at the line, powers to the 36 and a first down to gain a 6. So Lions on the move with a great response on their opening drive. The fake to Swift. Bortles with great protection. Sets up and throws to Galladay. He's got it. First down at the 23. Now inside the red zone, a 3rd and 2. From the eye, Marvin Jones in motion. And he'll get the quick short pass and down to the 5. 1st and goal, Detroit. As we approach the final 90 seconds of this opening quarter with 3 tight ends. It's Swift up the middle for the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 9th of the year, and the Lions have taken the lead in Tennessee. The Titans trying to respond. They'll have 3 tight ends in the game. Swaim, the 3rd tight end, goes in motion all the way across the formation. They'll give it to Henry. Derrick Henry is a freight train. He's across the 35 and all the way to the 40. It's a gain of 15 on the first play of the drive. Now the final play of the first quarter. It's a 3rd and 4. They need midfield. Tannehill with a blitz. It's picked up. And underneath there's Derrick Henry again. He's made the catch across the 45 and to the 40. And that's where the first quarter will come to a close. So 2nd quarter begins with the Titans at the 30. Humphries in motion. And they'll give it to Derrick Henry up the middle. Henry for 9. We've got an update. Dalvin Cook will get us kicked off with a 64-yard rush. Much like the rest of the season, the Vikings can't find the end zone, so they will lead 3-0 early on in the second quarter over the Chicago Bears. So back in our game, 2nd and 1 with 2 tight ends. The quick pass to A.J. Brown, and he's got 3 and a first down inside the red zone. So Titans with a great drive to respond. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's protected. Going to throw it to Humphries. Gets a great block from Brown into the end zone for the touchdown. It's his 9th of the year, and the Titans have retaken the lead just like that with a great 10-play drive. So the Lions will start at the 26, looking to respond with 8:11 to play. Bortles as he's thrown. He's got Hockenson, who breaks away from 2. Gets a block from Galladay, and there he goes. Hockenson inside the 10, dives he's in for the touchdown. 74 yards, and the Lions, in one play, take the lead right back. So the Titans will begin at the 25 after giving up the touchdown. Give it to Henry, who gets the outside. What an offensive explosion across midfield. Derrick Henry to the 48. We got another update. Now in Carolina, how about Robbie Anderson with a 17-yard catch? The Panthers can't find the end zone. They'll lead 3-0 over the Packers early on. So Titans in Detroit territory. They're at the 46. And they'll give it to Henry again. And Henry to the 43. Now 3rd and 7. They need the 36 to convert. Tannehill to throw. Blitz is picked up. He'll unload it deep for Davis. Overthrown. But they're going to try the field goal. 60 yards for Steven Gostkowski. The kick is up and wide left. And I don't think it would have made there anyway. The Lions take over at midfield. So that's where we'll start from midfield. And the fake to Swift and quickly to Amendola, who gets the block. Amendola to the 25, and we've got another update. Aaron Rodgers with a rare turnover, the forced fumble, and then the recovery by Ben Gideon. But the Panthers can't find the end zone, so they'll lead 6-0, putting the Packers on upset watch halfway into the 2nd quarter. It's back in our game. Galladay goes in motion. The pump by Bortles. He'll throw it to the end zone for Galladay. Incomplete. So 5:40 in this first half. 3rd and 8. Bortles with an unblocked defender is incomplete. And they'll kick the field goal. They lead by 7. So the Titans will take over with 5:30 in the 2nd quarter. From the 25, they give it to Derrick Henry. Gets a couple. We've got another update. Allen Robinson on the fade pass. This 5-yard score will give the Bears the lead. A 4-point lead, 7-3, halfway into the 2nd. So back in our game, 2nd and 8. Tannehill with time. He's going to throw. Open is Adam Humphries, and he's out of bounds at the 38. 3rd and 5 now. They need the 48. 3.5 to play in the half. Tannehill to throw. Protected to Davis. Knocked down by Akuda, and they'll punt. So the Lions will take over at the 11-yard line from the condensed set. Bortles to throw. He's protected, and Jones makes the catch across the 25 to the 27. Bortles is approaching 200 yards passing. So a 3rd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Bortles to throw. Setting up the screen to Swift. Swift gets a block. Lets another develop. He's got a first down and more. Bounced out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Bortles quickly approaching 200. From the 45, it's the 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz. Bortles, as he's throwing, throws it away, and we've got a flag. They're going to call that grounding despite the receiver in the area. So 3rd and 20 for the Lions. They need the 45, but they're going to keep it on the ground, and Swift will get bottled up by Simmons. Titans will use a timeout. So with 1:28 to play and 2 timeouts, they'll start at the 20, looking to tie the game at 17. Tannehill with the blitz. He'll find Corey Davis over the middle. Davis to the 36-yard line, and they'll hurry up. Now under a minute to play. 3rd and 7. They need the 45. Here comes the blitz. Underneath, open is Smith. Smith's just enough. First down near midfield. Tannehill over 100 yards. Now across midfield with the 2nd and 6. 48 seconds. Tannehill to the sideline. Open is Humphries. What a throw. Out of bounds at the 34. 38 seconds now. 34 yards away from tying the game. Blitz is picked up. Over the middle. It's caught by Khalif Raymond, and the Titans will be forced to use a timeout. So 3rd and 2 from the 27. Danny Hill to throw. Across 30 seconds now, and A.J. Brown down to the 16. It's now 3rd and 4 with 7 seconds to play. Titans will keep their offense on the field. One last chance with a 4-man rush. Tannehill protected. It's caught by Davis. Can he get down? He will. And the Titans will kick the field goal, and they will trail by 4 heading into halftime against the Lions. And it was a dominant half by Blake Bortles. Now to the halftime report. Let's get things started with Allen Robinson. This catch here of 15 will get them into field goal range, but they run out of time. So the Bears will lead 10-3 heading into halftime. As for the other game, Carolina was dominating, but how about a Packers defensive highlight? Kenny Clark picking up this fumble, brings him inside the 5, but the Packers somehow can't get into the end zone, so they're going to cut the deficit to 3. But they're not done yet. How about the 2-minute drill, and Rodgers to Devin Funches on the move. Man, he can do those throws better than anyone. But the Packers run out of time, so they'll tie the game at 6-6 heading into halftime. As for our game, it's defined by 2 plays. Here's DeAndre Swift on the opening drive for Detroit. And, of course, the 74-yard touchdown by T.J. Hawkinson to help put the Lions up in the game by 4. They're getting the football first in the half. So, second half action. Kearns sends us away. Jamal Agnew from the 4. Takes it across the 20, and not by much. Here's the halftime stats. Probably the best half of football by Blake Bortles in the Lions uniform so far. As for the Titans, Derrick Henry with an incredible first half with 86 yards. They're going to hope to lean on him a little bit more. Maybe they'll help him get a lead right back, as the Lions will start from the 22-yard line. Bortles under center, and they'll give it to Swift, who gets about 3 yards. Now with 3rd and 2, they need the 32-yard line from the offside eye. They fake it to Swift. Bortles on the move, throwing it to Jones. This excellent day continues. Jones across midfield, and Bortles is over 200 yards. So now from just across midfield, they'll give it to Swift, and Swift cuts left. Swift reaches, and he's got the first down, and the ground game starting to get going. That's a gain of 10. So Lions on the move on their opening drive. They fake to Swift with a 4-man rush. Bortles, here comes pressure, gets picked up. On the move, open is Galladay, inside the 10. Galladay fighting inside the 5, he's down to the 4. And already over 250 now. As Galladay's over 1,250 yards. So 1st and goal from the 4. They give it to Swift. Up the middle, he's stuffed and still going. Swift into the end zone somehow is in for a touchdown. Unbelievable. It's his 10th career touchdown, and what an effort to put the Lions up by 11. So the Titans trying to respond. They have a 3rd and 10. They need the 35 on their opening drive. Tannehill to throw. He's protected, going deep, going forward, all out of bounds for Brown. So the Lions take back over at the 36. They'll start in the eye. They'll fake it to Swift. Blitz is picked up. Bortles. Now unloaded deep for Galladay. Double coverage. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byard. It's his 3rd of the year, and the Titans get the takeaway. So the Titans will start at the 17-yard line. Tannehill under center. We'll give it to Henry up the middle. And we've got an update immediately. How about Dalvin Cook? He got the first half started. And how about the second half? The 12-yard reception on the screen pass, and the Vikings cut the deficit to 4. So 2nd and 9 for the Titans. Tannehill to throw. Hit as he's throwing. Somehow throws that away. 3rd and 9. They need the 28-yard line to convert. To capitalize on the turnover. Tannehill to Brown. What a catch! A.J. Brown with a 26-yard reception. He's down to the 44. So now Brown in motion. He's going to get this handoff on the 2nd and 7. Makes a move across Akuda and down to the 43. First down, Tennessee. So Titans on the move. It's a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Here comes the blitz. Tannehill throws it away. No one near the area, and they don't call that grounding. So 55 yards for Gostkowski, and that's short. So the Lions will get another short field. So they start at the 46. Fake to Swift. Bortles loses the ball. And it's picked up by the Titans. Jannard Avery. They cross the 20. Outruns Bortles. He's in. Touchdown. And the Titans have cut it to a one-score game. It's their 2nd straight drive with a takeaway. Now they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Tannehill wide open. Smith for the 2. The flag's on Detroit, so it does count. So the Lions in free fall now, only leading by 3. They start the 25. Caught by Galladay. First down as a gain of 15 at the 40-yard line. They needed that bad. Now it's a 3rd and 14. They need midfield to convert. Bortles with a blitz. It's picked up over the middle. It's nearly intercepted, trying to get it to Jones. So the Titans take over at the 20. They give it to Henry. Henry fighting for about 8. Henry approaching 100 yards already. It's a 2nd and 2. He'll get the handoff. He'll get 100 yards. Henry plowing his way to the 38-yard line, and he's in the zone. So 2nd and 12. Henry in motion. They fake it to Evans, the backup running back, and they get it to Henry on the screen. Out of bounds, we've got another update. Jimmy Graham for the Bears is going to get a 19-yard reception, put them into field goal range. The Bears now lead by 7 once again. It's 13-6 Chicago with 19 seconds in the 3rd quarter. As we're heading to the 4th quarter here in Tennessee. Lions lead by 3, but the Titans have the ball moving at will, starting at the 45. It's a 3rd and 4. Tannehill going to unload it. Wide open is Brown. But it's too far, and he couldn't get the feet down. So the Lions get the football back after the punt. They'll start with a handoff to Swift, and Swift breaks free. Swift across the 35. He loses the ball, but it's picked up by Amendola. He's at the 38. So 2nd and 11. The fake to Swift. Bortles backpedaling. Going to unload it. Deep for Jones. Too far, and we've got another update. Cordero Patterson will take it in for the Bears. That's a touchdown. And they're now pouring it on. They lead 20-6 early on in the 4th. So the Lions with 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Bortles protected. On the move. Bortles, can he get to the line? He fights. He's got it. First down, Detroit. What an effort. So now from just near midfield. Bortles to throw with a 5-man rush. He's protected and dropped. Jadeveon Clowney forced the fumble that led to the touchdown. So now it's a 3rd and 11. 2 backs in the game. Jones in motion. They'll get it to Swift on the screen. Gets a block, but Byard makes the stop. And the Lions will punt again. So just under 6 to play for the Titans. They trail by 3. They'll start at the 19-yard line. Tannehill to throw underneath. It's Adam Humphries who gets rocked, and we've got another update. Devin Funches will get a 14-yard reception on a 3rd and 7. The Packers can't find the end zone still. They'll lead 6-9 over the Panthers. So 2nd and 3, the fake to Henry. Tannehill with time underneath to the fullback, and he fights to the 33. Tannehill's over 200 yards. So we've passed the 5-minute moment. As underneath to Henry. And it's a loss of 4 or 5. Actually 6 by Everson Griffin. Now 3rd and 7, crossing the 4-minute mark. Tannehill to throw. He's protected. And they're going to load it deep for Jonnu Smith, who makes the catch somehow on the sideline. Jonnu Smith with a gain of 37. So the Titans on the move again. From the 30, Tannehill gonna unload it. Wide open is Davis, and he gets this one for the touchdown. Tannehill overthrew one of those targets, but he gets behind the defense again, and the Titans lead by 4. So the Lions will start at the 31. They'll give a handoff to Swift, and Swift has a first down near the 40-yard line. Hurrying to the line, approaching 3 minutes. Bortles ripped out by the face mask. So at 15. 2nd and 10. Bortles protected. Gonna throw it to Swift. Swift to the 40-yard line. That's another first down, looking to extend the lead again. Everyone in motion. 2:19 to play in the game. Bortles gonna look to throw. He's gonna float it to Jones, who's got it. Jones inside the 10 to the end zone. He's down to 3. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. What a catch and throw. So 2-minute warning. Swift has 2 goal line touchdowns. Fights through Harold, but down to the 3. 2nd and goal. Taking the play clock all the way down. They give it to Swift. Swift to the end zone. Touchdown. It's his 3rd of the game. And the Lions retake the lead, 31-28. But the Titans have 90 seconds to respond. They'll start at the 29. Tannehill to throw. And underneath, there's Jonnu Smith. Smith across the 40. Smith down to the 45-yard line. Tannehill's approaching 300 yards passing. As out of bounds, but there's a flag at 15. Now with the 40. Tannehill under center. And he's going to give it to Derrick Henry. The Lions were not ready for this as Henry's down to the 25-yard line. Still hurrying to the line. Tannehill going to go underneath to Henry inside the 20. Breaks a tackle. He's got a first down at the 14-yard line. Tannehill's now over 300 yards. 37 seconds to play. 14 yards away from potentially winning the game. Tannehill to the end zone. It is incomplete. Okuda couldn't get the feet down. 2nd and 10. 30 seconds to play. Tannehill with time on the move. Through the uprights and incomplete. 3rd and 10. They can get a first down at the 4. They're not looking like they want to convert, though. Is Firkser in motion? From the eye, they'll give it to Henry, and Tavai makes the tackle. And we're heading to overtime. It is 31-31 with this kick by Gostkowski. If he makes it. Lions won't ice him. And it's Madden, so of course he got it. So, to overtime we go. Titans won the coin toss, and they will receive. As Humphreys will watch that go through the uprights. So they'll start from the 25 with 3 tight ends. They'll give it to Henry, and Henry has got a good gain, a gain of 9. Over 130 yards. Now 3rd and 3. From the eye, Tannehill to throw. Over the middle, it's Jonnu Smith, first down. His great day continues. Now a 3rd and 3 with 2 backs in the game. They need the 47. They'll go underneath. Somehow completing to Derrick Henry. Henry across midfield. Still going. Henry inside the 30. 20. That's where he's out of bounds. 41 after the catch. And what a reception by Henry. Somehow making that grab. 16 yards away from winning the game. 2nd and 5. It's Jonnu Smith down to the 9. So 1st and goal from the eye with 2 tight ends. They'll give it to Henry up the middle. Henry inside the 5. Fighting down to the 1. Under 3 minutes to play in the overtime. 2nd and goal with 2 tight ends. Tannehill will keep it himself and gets tracked in the backfield with the loss of 3. Jeff Okuda saving the touchdown. Now 3rd and goal. Approaching the 2-minute warning. They can win the game with a touchdown here. Tannehill to throw. Can he find anyone? To the end zone. Incomplete. They lead by 3. But the Lions have a chance to respond with 1:55. Bortles on the move. Sets his feet and floats it to Galladay. He's got it at the 48-yard line. Now with 50 seconds to play. Underneath the screen to Swift, loses yards. And the Lions will use a timeout. 3rd and 9. They need the 38 to convert. Bortles drifting back, throws it away. So it's 4th and 9. If they don't get 9 yards here, the Titans win the game. Bortles alone in the backfield. 42 seconds to play in overtime. He'll look to throw and gets dropped. Jeffrey Simmons wins the game for the Titans. His 3rd sack of the year. And the Titans take it in overtime. 34-31. What a finish. So what an unbelievable finish to that game in overtime. That game-winning sack by Simmons, I should have stepped up, but I guess I didn't expect him to actually hit the animation, so I thought we'd convert that. The Hockenson took a little longer than I thought he would, but that was a great game. The defense is amazing as ever. Bortles played a lot better, other than that one pick. That was my fault. I was trying to dagger them a week ago, so I'm not too upset with losing to them. It wasn't a blowout or anything. So on the upgrades, we got Galladay, who has a whole bunch of upgrades, up to 89 overall. Taylor Decker, Jeff Okudah, both into 80 overalls. And then Jelani Tavai, who's getting a lot better. And Jonah Jackson, Miles Killebrew, and C.J. Morsom. Jonah Jackson, a good starter, and the rest are backups. For injuries, Danny Shelton, we've talked about how injured the front 7 is. He's cleared to play, so he'll be back into the starting lineup next week. For scouting, we have 2 later round talents. Jeremy Madden and Brandon Gilmore, both wide receivers. One from Syracuse, one from Navy. Gilmore, 7th round projected, 2nd talent. It's going to be a massive steal for us if we can get him. So on the games across the league, let's start by wrapping up the other games going on. Let's start with Carolina. How about Christian McCaffrey with 20 yards? But the Panthers can't find the end zone, so they'll tie the game 9-9. So the Packers have one last chance to respond. And how about Devontae Adams coming up big in the big moments? This 13-yard reception will put them into field goal range. They win it 12-9. On to the other game, Chicago at Minnesota. Let's start with David Montgomery up the middle. And he powers his way in for a 4-yard touchdown to increase the lead to 27-6. And you know it's a blowout, so that means garbage time touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 7 yards out. The Bears win it 27-13 over the Vikings. For the rest of the scores on Thursday Night Football, the Chargers take down the Raiders 23-20 on the Sunday slate of games. The Bills blow out the Broncos. The football team upset the Seahawks. The Browns blow out the Giants. The Texans lose to the Colts. The Rams beat the Jets. The Falcons upset the Buccaneers. The Ravens blow out the Jaguars. The Patriots blow out the Dolphins on the later window. We have the Eagles over the Cardinals. The Chiefs double up the Saints. And on Sunday Night Football, the Cowboys beat the Niners. And on Monday Night Football, the Steelers beat the Bengals 24-16. So on to the playoff picture. The AFC is all but decided. Cleveland, Kansas City, Tennessee, and Patriots are your division leaders. Will more than likely be your division leaders. Patriots haven't clinched yet. In the wild card, Steelers and Bills have clinched the playoffs. Of course, the Patriots, if they win a game next week, they clinch the division. The Colts and Raiders are battling out for the 7th seed. If the Colts win, they own it, and the playoff picture is completely decided at that point. In the NFC, a lot more competition. The Packers are officially the 1 seed at 13-1. They can lose out and rest their starters. The Saints have clinched the division. The Cowboys and Seahawks have not yet. In the wild card, we have the Lions, Cardinals, and Giants for the moment, but we also have Eagles, Falcons, Niners, Rams, and Buccaneers fighting for that last 3 spots. As you can see, the records aren't as good as in the AFC. A lot of competition. For players of the week, Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff. Goff, I guess, wins by default. I guess it was a week. It was a week in the NFC. Even though I guess Bortles probably, well, he didn't deserve it because he threw a pick, I guess. For defense, we have Myles Garrett and Kenny Clark. Clark came up huge against the Panthers. Garrett was a massive part of the blowout against the Giants. For leaders, we have Tom Brady. Ryan Tannehill threw 2 more touchdowns, and Drew Lock threw another pick. He's up to 20. For rushing leaders, Aaron Jones, still Aaron Jones jackpot. Ezekiel Elliott's keeping up, though, and DeAndre Swift up to 11 touchdowns. For receiving leaders, Kenny Golladay, with his incredible season, up to 1,300 receiving yards. Cole Beasley ties him with 16 touchdowns. And, of course, Crowder with 618 yards out of the catch. Wrapping up with defense, Kendricks will more than likely, could rest the next 2 weeks and still lead the league in tackles. Aaron Donald retakes the lead in sacks with 19.5. And now 5 players have 6 interceptions. Tyrann Mathieu joining the club. Week 16 NFL action kicks off with Christmas Day, Friday night football with the Vikings and Saints. On the Sunday slate of games, we have Niners, Cardinals, Panthers football team, Colts, Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs. We play the Buccaneers, Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins, Raiders, Browns, Jets, Giants, Ravens, Bengals, Texans. The Bears play the Jaguars. And on the later window, we have Rams, Seahawks, and Eagles, Cowboys. And on Sunday Night Football, we have Titans, Packers. And on Monday Night Football, for the division, the Patriots play the Bills. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And I will see you next time when we face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.